What's up? And today we have a special surprise visitor. Thanks for the 10-minute heads up. Oh, hey, I'm in Florida.
No, I sent you a picture of your motor at south of the border.
Yeah,
You're like, wait, what?
But I was able to carve out a little bit of time to give this man a ride in the car that he helped create. I know you've been in some pretty nutty R32s, but I have a feeling.
I know this is gonna be the one because it's a highest horsepower, like in that good range still, and it's got all the good HKS stuff. 2.8 single. I can't wait. And the 34 6-speed. If it didn't have that, wouldn't be interested in going for a ride. I'm
stoked to see what you think of it.
I am too.
Diff feels gnarly.
Yeah.
Does it have a diff?
I don't. Like, maybe.
Yeah, definitely has a diff. Sounds like it wants to just go.
I'm stoked, dude. I don't know anything about what I was doing, but I managed to get the partial throttle pretty good. So it drives way better now.
I don't know what I was doing, but I had a laptop connected to my car that I just got built.
It wanted more fuel, like in this area. So I added more fuel so it would stop stumbling on its face. I love the sound.
The turbos sound so good, these GT34Rs.
It's gonna sound even better too once I put a intake pipe on it.
Yeah, it'll get a little higher.
I think it's warm enough to give it a rip.
Yeah,
should be right. Pussy's is what?
Once the coolant.
Pussy's is what?
The best thing about that is nothing, though.
Yeah, no, my favorite thing about this build that you did at your shop is
nothing. Your favorite thing about it, that is your favorite car, is nothing.
Yeah, actually, I think the favorite thing on this was the stuff that we did before the car went to you.
Yeah, probably. I could see that.
Ready?
Oh my God.
You like it?
Yeah? That is terrifying. The car's like this, it looks like those Australian drag cars that just like crab walk down the whole thing.
So I think part of that is just the road that we're on.
Yeah.
And camber in the front wheels, because it didn't used to do that much. Because you guys didn't change anything in the rear, right?
I don't know.
Maybe there's a little deflection in like the tie rods.
Right. That's what I was gonna say, is the Hikis aspect of it.
Yeah.
The tie rods are still there, and they could be like, I mean, you got a lot of grip. It's gripped up.
Yeah,
good.
It's good.
But it's like losing traction at that. It's like right at that limit where it feels gnarly.
I got to.
It's kind of terrifying.
I gotta straighten the wheel a little bit.
Yeah, that's common. Did you get in a line?
No, we just don't. Yeah, it needs to be like
Dude, it just cruises. This thing is sick. Yeah, this thing is sick. It's perfect.
I love how it sounds.
Yeah.
I want a little more induction noise though.
Yeah. I don't know if you'll ever get induction noise over all the other going on.
I think so.
Think so?
Yeah. Once you have a pipe, you'll hear a lot more. AC is so good.
It's so good.
I love it.
This is just like, you could just drive this anywhere.
Yeah.
It's so like chill. It's almost too fast for the gear.
Yeah.
Needs an 8-speed PDK.
Yeah.
You're good to go. Yeah, dude, I said it, I meant it when I said in your thing, like, it impressed me how you launch, because I can't do it.
Really?
I'm too scared to break stuff, and I haven't had enough like experience like doing it. You know, none of my cars, like the 32, I never launched that.
I just slipped the clutch a bunch.
Just don't. You're at like 7,500 RPM.
Because you need to, so it doesn't bog.
You think there's no negatives to, like, even if you, I mean, you have to slip it, but even if you were to like sidestep it, do you think you?
The worst thing that would happen is if you dump the clutch and there's slack in the drivetrain. So if you don't preload it first and you dump the clutch, and you like, you know how there's always the little
everything
bit of play? That's when it would shock everything.
Yeah.
And like, there's no prep on the street, so it's not like you're gonna blow up a front diff. It's just gonna spin. I'm really happy with my tune.
Yeah, it feels like, that's what I was saying, like, just cruising on there, just no drama, just felt like a nice car. Almost like a stock car, right?
It might be a little bit rich, like, because I think like around these areas right here where I'm like light throttle, you want to target like 14s, and I think I have it in like the 12, 13s.
Right.
So like, it might be a little more gas guzzly, but I was like, I'd rather err on the side of safety.
Yeah.
I love how quiet it is. Colette's gonna love this thing. Oh, do I have a radio on this?
No. Do you? Nope.
No, I think I put one in.
Where? Oh, you did.
Where is it? Is it hidden?
Yeah, isn't it behind the dash?
Yeah, but how do I turn it on? Is it just
I thought it was Bluetooth.
On? Maybe. Pretty sick if so.
Imagine this dude has a radio in here he doesn't know about.
Look, I got a lot of cars, guy.
Yeah, I thought you did put one in this.
I think I did. It'd be real weird of me not to. I feel like there's something I gotta do to enable pairing. Oh!
Found the radio.
How good is that?
That's sick. I love that. And I don't like radios, but that one doesn't count.
Should I do windows up so you can hear the car more?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
So I find the release point.
I forgot about we were launching.
it's so good with the windows up.
Christ.
It's really easy to drive too.
Dude, this thing is fast.
Yo, I love the sound with the windows up.
Yeah, you hear like the motor, like like just like.
This is super cool.
This thing is rad.
And it's so weird because it's so like anti how I would build something, but I love it.
It's just bolt-ons.
My biggest complaint is I want the new HKS turbo on this, because it would be so much better. It would make 750 and it wouldn't roll over and have the right AR.
If I were you, I would take this turbo and I would just stuff a G Series in it. Who cares? Then you get the housing and you get the Garrett goodness. You get like the period correct look. Just have Spectrum.
With the bigger AR?
Yeah, do the 1.0.
You think they can do it?
Yeah. So good. The gearing's so good.
That 1-2 shift.
It's gnarly. Like, cause
it kind of sounds like I need like bushings or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you were going over bumps in there, I heard something.
I'm saying on throttle, I feel like a vibration in the rear. Like I'm getting, the diff is like maybe flexing.
Right. First gear doesn't make like the load, but it like still goes. When you hit second, it's just gone. And you can't get that in the camera. Like,
it's just so smooth. Like it's not like a crazy loud car. It's very unsuspecting.
What do you think it is, like mid 10-second car?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear it launch on the concrete.
Yeah.
Does it just squeal like crazy?
I haven't really done it. You want to film it from the outside for me?
Absurd.
All right, Colette's about to get her first little pull in the freshly renovated R32.
Right.
Oh, nope, never mind.
We almost had a light.
We'll get one on the next one, but I really wanted to get a launch for you. Thoughts so far?
I like that we can have a conversation.
Yeah, I was thinking about, I thought I'd be really excited about that, and then I realized that also a second benefit is the sound quality is way better. So like both we can talk better.
I'd be really excited about that.
But it was not just that though.
The music though.
The music too was a secondary win.
Just big fail with that entire statement, but it's okay.
Well, the cool thing about it's absolutely everything.
Okay.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You gotta give me a warning.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I didn't.
You got excited.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm pretty sure the diff on this thing is needing some bushings bad. But
yeah, I was gonna say it just felt a little clunky. I didn't know if you're just getting excited.
It's a lot of power.
But you do a little run up.
A little third gear.
No, run it through.
Run it through?
Run it through.
It sounds so cool.
Wow.
Such a unique sound.
Wow, it pulls like all the way through.
It should pull a little bit better.
Really?
But so it's making 30 pounds, but then falls off to like 20 at redline just because of back pressure. I can feel it start to like kind of fall off, but I'll get a bigger exhaust housing on it, maybe a little bit bigger downpipe, and that should help. But this is like pretty fast. Like I think this is like 10-second street car all day.
Not faster than the 4-door.
No, the 4-door is faster, but like 0 to 70, this is faster. 70 to any legal speed limit, the other car's faster.
Any legal speed limit?
Yeah, you know what I mean. In the randomness that is this video, not only did Tommy end up stopping by, probably the other biggest GTR influence in my life.
What up?
Andrew, aka Motive DVD, is here, and we just kind of did the usual tour. What is give me like a 10-word impression of the compound.
Holy crap, this place is awesome. Video doesn't do it justice. This place is huge. It's more than a compound. It's a town, nearly. It's out of control. And very proud of what Adam's done here.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We have a pretty limited window. You've got a flight in like an hour and a half. We were able to spend a bit of time on the 34, which is cool to me since we worked together a lot on that and figuring out the parts combo and all that. But one thing I did want to make sure that happened while he's here, I think you will be probably one of the most experienced people, at least in terms of circuit experience, taking the CRX for a lap. So
Pressure's on, right?
Yeah, I've got some pretty high expectations for you, but we'll see how you take a liking to it.
Look, I can come out with 1,000 excuses. I'm a GTR owner, so you know I don't drive front wheel drive, never been here, blah blah blah. But who cares, right? Let's just have fun, see what happens. I'm keen. I'm keen. I don't think I've driven a CRX in over 2 decades. I actually had a girlfriend who had one when I was 19 years old in Canberra, and I had a B16 swap because it was like the non-VTEC one, and then like an aftermarket ECU back in like the year 2000. So that was the last time I drove a CRX.
Huge improvement to the CRX. For the first time ever, we now have passenger seatbelts, which means I'm able to give you a proper sight lap, which normally there's like a disclaimer where I'm like, look, we don't have passenger seatbelts, so we're gonna take it easy. But oh no, we're gonna go full tilt, and I'm gonna try to show you a fast lap. So
that is always a good idea. Getting shown a fast lap is a hell of a lot different to getting shown a slow lap. So.
Yeah. But you'll see it is not like driving anywhere else here because there's no runoff, there's lots of blind corners, and it kind of makes the experience.
Yeah, so you got to leave a little bit on the table just in case.
You know it.
All right, let's do it.
It's been a minute since I've done a full tilt lap in this thing. I'm usually just doing like the little throttle half laps. Okay. So we'll have some fun. This probably isn't set up the best out of a front wheel drive car. Yeah. But it's good and it's got a lot of feedback. The MT-05s are like by no means like a proper slick or a proper racing tire, but they've got so much feedback and just enough grip to be fun and lively. So I think you'll like it.
What's its lift off? What's lift off like on this thing?
It'll rotate. Okay. Not a crazy amount. Like you have to try to get it to rotate. Like it's pretty balanced.
But yeah. Okay.
Alright, so no warm up lap. We'll just go full tilt.
Do it. I'm watching this time. I ain't filming anything.
The biggest thing that you're going to want to be mindful of when we're coming around that pond, that's the sketchiest area.
Right.
Other than that,
it's slippery or just tight?
Slippery, tight, and pond. Ready?
All right. No pond.
It's just fast enough to be fun. Yeah. The biggest thing that like I find myself struggling with, because it's like it's a factory LSB setup. Yep. If you're on the gas in the corners, it pushes. Yep. It's hard to resist that urge. Yeah. But if you're off the throttle or on the brake, it'll actually turn in a lot better. But if you get on the gas too early, you're just going to understeer the whole way.
So you do most of it, it's like a Porsche, you do most of your driving in the corners off the throttle and on the brake. Talk about getting thrown in the deep end. Hopefully not the deep end of the pond. Ha 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 ha. Bad joke. You're wondering, am I nervous right now? I shouldn't be, but you always are. Well, at least I am.
All right, we got the sight lap done. Had some fun. It's been a minute since I've pushed this thing. Man, it's such a good looking car. That BC Gold, you see we got the new BC pylons up here for the start and finish line. How you fit in this thing?
I think I'm all right. I mean, we're both tall, so if you fit, I fit, but you're clearly skinnier than me, so like, you know, there's some adjustments going on here, that's for sure.
I love this car, it's so cool. So we'll go on his sight lap and then we'll put down a fast lap and we'll see what it can do. Thoughts?
The first thought is the car actually needs a lot of steering angle.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that catches you off. And just like usual new car stuff, like where is the brake feel? Like how hard can you get on it? There are little things you just learn every lap. But trying to learn a new car, new truck at the same time is always awesomely over the top, ridiculously fun and exciting and dangerous all at the same time. The track can bite you, definitely, if you get it wrong. But you know what? If you just treat it fun, it's fun.
All right, we'll have some fun. You got a practice lap, and then we'll do a time lap.
Okay.
Good technique on the launch, a little different than I've seen from others. That third gear, I told him it would get him. All right, he's ready for his time lap. I feel bad not letting people have more practice laps, but I'm trying to keep it consistent since most people only get one.
I think I can do a not embarrassing timed lap now, I think. I don't think I've nailed it, but I think I know enough to do a time lap.
I think you are probably one of the fastest off the line. Like most people have no self-control like me and just spin the tires the whole time. That looked like a quick launch.
We'll give it a go again.
All right, so you ready for your time lap?
Yeah, stuff it, let's go. I mean, I could do 10 laps practice, right? But yes.
All right, I'm ready on your cue.
All right, here we
go. 32:04. Now I don't know off the top of my head where that puts him, but I think it's pretty good. How was it?
That felt okay.
All right, I gotta look at the leaderboard. Did you look at the leaderboard before? Because I forget what a good time
I had
is.
a slight glance. You know, I'm a racer. I can't help it.
And what were you shooting for?
I saw a spread from a 30 to a 35, and I told myself that if my first flying lap was like a 32, I'd be happy.
32:04, baby.
There we go.
Good job.
So what you're saying is go again.
You can, but I'm curious. I want to look at the leaderboard and see where that puts you because it's been a while since we've done this. Line it back up, and we'll do another.
One more?
Yeah.
All right.
No, never say one more.
Oh, no, we're doing 10 more.
Another.
10 more. We're doing another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look at the leaderboard real quick.
All right.
Oh no, it's good. It's like number 3.
Not bad.
All right, whenever you want. Oh, he's moving now. He's got something to prove. Actually slower. It's interesting. When you try to overdrive the car, I feel like it can kind of bite you in the butt. At least for me, it looked like his line coming into that sweeper over there was a little narrow.
I had a big lock up.
Yeah, so that one was 32-35.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that I noticed was your line coming into the sweeper over there. You're a little inside, so I feel like it kills some speed there.
All right.
But do be mindful too, you're driving this car. Tires are probably cooler than everyone else. This is the hottest ambient temps we've had.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
stacking number 3, you know, fresh off the boat from Australia, not bad.
Not bad at all. I'm happy with it. I
No,
can
it's
sit
sick.
here all day analysing it, blah, 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 blah.
And to be fair as well, this isn't like the official time. Once we put the GoPro on the computer, then we'll get the official time.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is Adam's fat thumb with a stopwatch.
I don't care if it's timed, I want to do one more. I mean, I want to do another and another and another and another.
Have some fun. So it was a hard choice of deciding what car would be most suitable for the compound. Originally I wanted to do like a K car, but the K cars are actually more expensive than doing something like a Civic. I wanted to do like a EK hatch or something, and I wound up with CRX. What are your thoughts now that you've driven the track?
Now that I've driven the track more than once in this car, I think you're right, you've nailed it. This is the perfect car for this track because if you're super experienced, you'd dare drive something more ruthless here, like a Supra or something rear-wheel drive and high-powered. But if you're letting people drive here that are like never been here, may not have a lot of track experience, this is perfect. Because if you get it wrong, you just kind of plow understeer, you know what I mean? And if you plow understeer in it, you literally just lift the throttle and it cuts back in again. Like, it's actually really good for that. Like, so for a novice driver, and then even if you have some driving ability, like yourself and I guess me sometimes, it's still fun. So you've kind of got the right car. Like, because if it was boring to us but fun and safe for novices, that would suck. but it's actually fun for them and fun for us. So I think you've done the right car, bro. Like,
I appreciate it.
killer.
The
It's actually
feedback's
a lot of
great,
fun.
and it makes the right noises too, right? Like it's not like it's an automatic farty BMW or something. It sounds cool. It's exciting to drive. Keeps you on your toes, and
Dude, I haven't hit VTEC in a long time.
it's so good. My first time hitting VTEC
In this thing, I had the biggest smile on my face. I remember Colette was sitting in my lap. We didn't have any seatbelts. I was like, you know, this thing's so sick. She's like, it's a pile of junk. I'm just like, just you wait. And I like purposely like embellished a little bit. Like, oh. And she was like, wow.
Well, I have a big smile on my face, right? So I mean, if I get out and I'm not smiling, I look super serious, it means I probably like enjoyed the challenge. But if you actually get out legitimately smiling, regardless of your lap time, then you built the right car. I'm not gonna lie. I did the usual like, ooh, that lap time, I don't know how good those guys are. How much? A bit nervous. And then the other part of me is like, who cares? Just have fun. You're at the compound, right? So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I did.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm stoked that you got to drive it, and
That's sick fun.
we're gonna do
Some other stuff that'll probably wind up in his video, but it's freaking hot out, man. Florida, summer's here, and I'm not stoked about it, but it is what it is. We had such a jam-packed today, but I'm really, really glad that Andrew got to take a ride in the CRX. His official time of a 32:09 did put him in 5th place, right behind Johan. But a worthy mention, he did a couple laps after, which technically wouldn't be fair because everyone else got the same number of laps. But he did run a 31:58 afterwards, which would have put him right almost tied with Trevor in 3rd place. Personally, I need to review the footage and see how the heck I did a 30:58 because I must have been cheating or doing something. Because a second, it sounds like I'm tuning my own horn. I'm not tuning my own horn. I just genuinely said earlier to Mike, I'm like, I don't think it's possible to run a 30:58. Because I watched his lap and I'm like, I don't know where I gained time. But then again, it is also my grass and I did blow through like half the corners, so maybe it's that. But if you're watching this and you're going to do a lap on my compound, don't blow through the grass or I'll be mad at you. Anyway, had a lot of fun. I'm loving the R32. It's a blast to drive and I'm glad I got to share a couple of those moments with you. I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, should be right. Once the coolant, the best thing about that is nothing.
Yeah, no, my favorite thing about this build that you did at your shop
There's nothing. Your favorite thing about it, that is your favorite song.